We have learned breaking news now that a suspect is in custody in Baltimore. Apparently a guy claiming to be God tried to get into ABC affiliate WMAR. Police are talking about what happened now. Let's listen in.
From the first officers who arrived to our very experienced tactical squad who took over the entire investigation and handled the entire operation. It just reminds us once again these tactical officers were going room to room, not knowing what danger they were facing. And the fact that they are willing to risk their lives to protect others is just an admirable human being. And we're very grateful for their efforts. And again, the fact that no one was injured in this incident, neither the police nor any of the employees, nor the suspect himself, is again a credit to the skill of the men and women of the Baltimore County Police Department. I do also want to thank the Baltimore City Police and the Maryland State Police for being here to help back us up, as well as the State Highway Administration. And at this time, I will allow Police Chief Jim Johnson to give some details of what occurred, and then we'll be happy to respond to your questions. Thank you.
Just prior to noon today, a subject jumped into an unattended vehicle that was located at York Road and 695. We believe that these were a number of maintenance people, a maintenance van that was left unattended. At that time, the subject then came down south from that location. The investigation so far indicates that the subject exited his vehicle, went to the front door of the news station, attempted to violently enter the structure. Apparently it was an access control door. The security guard denied the access. The subject returned to his vehicle, then used that vehicle to crash in through the front storm door area and well into the structure. If you're familiar with the building, we understand the van is embedded up around the stairwell itself. At that time, the suspect became engaged with a security guard. We understand that there was some contact at that point in time. The subject then fled throughout the building, eventually making his way to the second floor, at which time the majority of the occupants, the workers, the employee of the news station exited the structure. I understand it was a very orderly, controlled exit from the location, which certainly is admirable given the circumstances. The individual was ranting and raving incoherent statements. It was clear from the very beginning we were dealing with a mentally or emotionally disturbed subject. He also, this 29-year-old black male, about 5'10", was watching different channels, watching you report this story as this incident unfolded. After a period of time, we were able to get our tactical team in a position, a place to isolate him in this rather large structure. I don't know quite what it is feet-wise, but it looks every bit of 12,000 to me. At that point, with multiple floors, we did have one employee actually in the basement. We felt as though he was in a safe location. We did not attempt to extract him from the structure to endanger him or the officers that attempted to do so. In fact, he became a benefit as the afternoon went on, feeding us information. The subject was then located using technology on the second floor of the building, at which time we closed in further, isolated him, and you may have heard we used other technology to alert him and breach the door of the structure that he had barricaded himself in. And at this time, I'm going to say the arrest was without incident. I understand we had to use a canine dog as well. No officers injured. The subject's in custody, and he'll be taken for further evaluation and eventually criminal charges.
Did he have any weapon on him at all, Chief?
Okay, I'm going to stop.
This is breaking news from Baltimore. Police chief just did a great job explaining what happened today at WMAR. The 29-year-old suspect is in custody. There are no injuries to report.